Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I'm going to give you guys my first look through the new deck recipes. The other day when the Frozen Throne patch went through, it was before the expansion was released, but the patch went through, it had the new deck recipes. We can kind of see what Blizzard is promoting, because a lot of the players who pick up Hearthstone pick it up during this time, and they pick it up using the advice they see in the game. And if the advice they see in the game has a certain direction or flow to it, it can be a pretty important deal to them. And I found it pretty interesting to see what kind of deck recipes Blizzard comes up with. Traditionally, about half of them have been quite good and half, well, not so good. And this time around, it's very similar, but I thought it was a bit more interesting, probably led on by the fact that the cards themselves from the upcoming expansion are overall more interesting than in the past. We have very few dull cards, we have very few cards that are clearly underpowered, and most cards are in that range where they might just be really good, but you know, you have to try them, you have to test them, you have to see how well you can synergize them with other cards. And yeah, having an overlook for the first time, it's an interesting experience, and I wanted to share with you guys that today. So enjoy it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
No pain, no gain. Well, I don't even have to look at the deck list because it's a warrior hero card deck. Oh, come on. Come on. I mean, seriously. And this is the worst card in the expansion. So let's say you have this, and then you play this, and it's like, wow, combo wombo, 4 mana, 5/3. Wow, that's really good. Whoa. Why not try Yeti? It's free after all. Alright. What else do we got? Overload Giants, Murabi. Oh wow, that's pretty good synergy. If you can play a bunch of Giants and then freeze them, if you can replay them, what's Banshee? If you can replay them, they'll still cost 0. Hector's pretty good. Avalanche, 2 freezes, Icebreaker. Freeze. I mean, this deck might be terrible, but we have no idea. It's so different. I want to try this. This looks like a fun deck. That's a pretty good curve, too. I have a feeling this is a strong curve. The Defender's a good card. Maybe it's not a really good card, but it's a good card. I think if you stick this in any Shaman deck in the next expansion, you're not going to regret it. So that's fine. If you think this card sucks, aggro is still going to exist. Keep that in mind. I think a Shaman deck is potentially quite good. Oh, I'm in! Like it! What do we got? N'Zoth, Valera, Slayer, Bone Baron. Okay. Arthas, yeah. How many death rattles are there? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. So roll the bones is draw 1.4 cards for 2. I think that's still worse than Novice Engineer. Yeah, some of these cards are just really low power level, and that's one of them. Alright. What do we got here? Argent Squire 2.0. Oh, Banshee's the 4-cost 5/5 that you discard cards. Dude, that card's good. What are you talking about? That's going to be a really good arena card, by the way. That Banshee card is better than Yeti in arena. 100%. 100%. No doubt about it. That card is going to be like an 80-point arena card. Banshee's great. And Constructed obviously sucks. But Constructed is about overpowered shit synergizing with other overpowered shit. So that's different. Conversion. Hydrologist. Okay. Wow, that's a really aggressive curve. I was gonna shit talk the deck, but actually with a curve like that, it can probably cycle through very well. I think this is probably a more powerful deck than I realize. No hero? I think that's fine. It's an aggressive deck. Bone Mare's pretty good. Oh wait, they get 2 deck recipes? Wait, do all of them get 2 deck recipes? Oh. So one recipe is like mostly the previous expansion, and one is like the new expansion? Yeah, that's how it is. But the Hunter one is very different. Like, it's missing 7 cards. Oh, okay, it's probably bad. Arphus. Oh, it's a beast. So. Yeah, if you could stitch the tracker Arphus, that's pretty good. Alright, so there's actually very few minions in this deck. It's running a shitload of traps. So I think the idea is that you get Cloaked Huntress to have insane value with Secret Keeper. And you can get a stack on your Cloaked Huntresses because you have few minions, and you could get it with Stitch the Tracker. Putricide's pretty good. Yeah, I think this deck sucks, but it looks really interesting. I'd probably give this a go. The Eternal Hunt. Nazoth. Well, it's pretty bad with high main. That's fine with that. Wait, how does that gain attack? What? What is that supposed to pull? Validated Doomsayer? Oh. Four mana 7/7. The egg. Oh. Okay. Alright. It's very different. I can't say it's bad without trying it. Hadronox, Lich King, Malfurion. I mean, we basically saw this deck in their card reveal demo. It seemed decent. It's like if you play the deck right now, it's obviously insane, but it's going to be up against really strong control decks. All the classes are getting really strong control decks. What do you discard from? Oh. Yeah, I don't know about that. Bone Mare. Meat Wagon Bone Mare is pretty good. Bone Mare on Devilsaur Egg is really good. That's pretty weak. That's good. Oh, man. This is like a really cheap deck. This is going to be a scary deck. Surprisingly, they don't have a Control Warlock deck there, though. Fire and Ice. I mean, it's basically what I said. This card's really good with Elementals, but like 6 cards from this expansion. I don't see how it keeps up with the incoming new decks. So, I think that's probably too weak. Oh, this one's missing 10? Oh, wow. Yeah, this is very strong. Probably want to try that myself. Shadow Reaper's Revenge. So what do you play? Circle Healings, those things. You got the 2 Radiants, you got Lyra. Oh yeah, that's basically what I imagine this would be. Wait, what? Oh. Well, if you have Shadow Reaper in play, okay, if you take this deck and turn it into one with Raza to make your hero power 0, I actually think it's a good deck. So if you play Velen and then play that, your hero power is dealing 8. 8. That's like you play 2 0-cost spells and hit your opponent for 24. That's not bad. I told you guys that card might see some play. You can quote me on that. Alright, so like, you know, half of those decks are shit, but, you know, Blizzard made them, so that means nothing. But almost all of those decks are really interesting. Almost all those decks are awesome. You're gonna have a lot of fun in this expansion.